Yes, we love Brielle. Her two oldest daughters, Croy adopted. So Kim basically revealed that Croy has had a vasectomy. So they are done with children. And yeah, I mean, it seems like things are going well for them. They obviously, Brielle has her makeup business, I think, with Kim. So I don't know how lucrative or not lucrative that is, and they have the swimsuit. So
I mean, look, the rumors swirl and swirl and swirl that Kim is broke. Those rumors are constantly going around. And yeah, I mean, that's out there. And Brielle's business. Look, I mean, more power to them. I don't like children. Have the vasectomy. 7 is enough. So it's about damn time and just move on and enjoy your life. And look, Kim and Croy are in love. Like, I don't care what you say, love them or hate them, that marriage works for them. So more power to them.
More power to them.
RHOBH, you want to do some of that? Kyle Richards has a little mishap.
Well, Kyle Richards is bedridden, apparently with a back injury. So she was showing pictures of her dog. She's in bed. She's watching TV. She's watching some favorite films. There really isn't much to say about that because nobody knows where the back injury stemmed from. She's just sort of not feeling well. She says she'll be there indefinitely.
Did she run into Lisa Vanderpump in a dark alley and Vanderpump just tried to take her out?
Vanderpump. She did not say anything to that degree, but anyway, that's like all we know.
Her dogs are helping her through it. And
yeah, I didn't realize that Kyle and Mauricio have 6 dogs.
They're almost rivaling Miss Kim D.
I mean, how many does Kim have?
Kim has 7. It's not for me. And every week when we do our Patreon chat, Kim's dogs. Oh, honey, I had to have a little chat with Miss Kim D off air. Miss D had to be reprimanded by me.
You're like, enough with the fucking dogs nonstop.
Well, it's like, I don't care, but Kim, like, people are actually listening to this. Like, this is a thing
and
here on Saturday.
To listen. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And like, you got to figure this out. Now, of course, if you go to www.diggs.pet/velvet, you can get a collapsible dog cage. Look, Sarah, you know how you like take those big, Sarah, do you know how you take those big dog cages and you take one hand and you lift the thing up. And then when you're done with it, you store it. I said, Kim, go get your 15% off and put the damn dogs. Now everyone's going to come after me putting dogs in a cage during an episode, blah, blah, you horrible human being. Put the dogs in the Diggs carrier while we're on air. That's all I have to say. But no, I did not. So Diggs, and you get 15% off. But and it's the codes in the show. But I did not know that Kyle had that many dogs. That is literally crazy.
I wish no harm to any creature, but I do not understand why someone would want 6 or 7 dogs. I just don't. I mean, I don't care if you have a full-time housekeeper. The amount of pet hair, the dog vomit, the barking, the vet bills. I mean, again,
look,
they're very rich.
One could say you have a lot of love in your life, and the other could say, like, what void are you trying to fill? Like when I buy my Louis Vuitton bags, and I just bought like 3, one after another. That's like sick. It's like my friend's like, that's a cry for help. It is. I'm trying to fill some void, some loneliness that I feel, which is sad. But I mean, at least I know it, and I'm trying to put that Band-Aid on, and it helps. And then I have a martini, and it really helps. And then the next morning I wake up, and that loneliness, Sarah, that hole in my heart is still there. Yep.
Right back, baby. I hear you. It is with me and my shopping addiction. But when you're buying, doesn't it fulfill you for like a good, like 30 minutes or an hour? You like when you walk out of that Louis Vuitton store, with a $2,500 bag, it's just, it's like nobody can touch you. You know what I mean? You walk through, it's just,
life is
such a good feeling.
I could not agree with you more. I could not agree. So if that is what makes you happy on a Monday, maybe that's with Tuesday tomorrow. Let's just be happy today because this is how life worked today. And then like a week later, you're like, all right, it's okay. I want something else now.
Totally. It wears off. Yeah, it wears off. And like you said, all the sadness comes back and all the life worries and all the credit card bills are mounting. And I know.
Life moves on.
Life moves on, baby.
You've had some thoughts this week as you texted me on this Crystal Kung Minkoff on Beverly Hills.
Oh my God. Just insufferable. I mean, Crystal, it's so, Everybody that's up to date on RHOBH, it's, again, my favorite franchise, the greatest. But, Crystal has done this stupid thing where she has basically said, well, Sutton said something. Sutton said something so dark when we were having the racist conversation because, Sutton said, I don't see color, and broke down. And Crystal was like, I can't believe you're that girl. Everybody recalls that conversation, right? So supposedly they had moved on. They were friends. We all know that Garcelle and Crystal and Sutton did that the LA Times article together. We thought they were all close. Well, now Crystal for the past 2 episodes has gone on and on insinuating that she said something so dark, which to me implies, and I think to the audience, that Sutton used the N-word, that Sutton said something so, very, very disgustingly racist. But Crystal says, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anyone. But I've brought this up and floated it in front of everybody. And I just want everyone to know that Sutton's character is in question. But I'm not going to I can't say anymore. We've moved on. I think everybody doesn't think there is crap there. Crystal looks like, it's so bad because I'm a millennial. And I feel like Crystal is doing us dirty as millennials because it's like, it's all this stuff about how you guys don't validate my feelings. You don't validate my feelings. And then she throws this bomb about someone else. And it's like, well, don't question me about, what the statement is because there's a statement. And Sutton is like, I think it was discussing my child and all other kids of different races and backgrounds in our pool together. And that's the way it should be. I don't know, you know better than I do, but if there was a Sutton like N-bomb, if there was a Sutton, I think Bravo would play it, right? Or
listen, it's like, I talk about this on Patreon too, because Kim and I do a recap every week. It's like, first of all, it's like when like a Leah McSweeney is there, you really forget about these age differences. And then you're like, a 20-year age difference this is to me, this is the exact reason why RHONY is not going forward, why we are wiping the slate clean. It's like,
because they don't mix.
They don't mix. They don't. And to me, it's like, I don't watch Crystal and say, you're 20 years younger than all these women. But right, as this happens, it's like, oh my God, like this is a generational difference. And it's just strange. It's strange. Maybe this would go down different if she was hanging out with a bunch of 30-year-olds. Crystal is like in her late 30s.
38, I think 38. Yeah.
Right. Versus, as Rinna points out, like a 20-year age. It's true. It's not just Rinna. Kyle is the same age as Rinna. Like Dorit's right there. Like, it's just, she's a little younger, but like, it's just, to me, it calls that into, it is strange. Listen, this is my thoughts. Either Crystal is so dangerous in the sense that you better watch every word you say because it's going to be something. She's so dangerous. And I apologize on Patreon this past weekend to Crystal. I underestimated this girl. I underestimated this season 1. Crystal Kong, everyone's like, look, that girl is boring. She's dangerous. That's the first thing. The second thing is I hate this on Jersey when they're talking about Jackie and Evan's affair. I don't like going back a year. I don't want to talk about Puppygate now. Let's bring up some Munchausen's. I love when it changes. So here we are thinking there's these 4 people and Crystal and Sutton and Garcelle are such a tight group. I love that. Now, wait a second. We have a problem within this threesome. Love it. I love when things change. I don't want to go back. So why are we talking about this? It already happened. And then third, it's like,